What if the love of your life started with a wrong number, and the first time you finally met them was the exact moment your past came hunting you down, out on a lonely frontier, where every mistake leaves a scar? Two strangers fall in love, through words alone, no faces, no promises, just trust, until one day, fate brings them face to face, not in peace, but in chaos, guns in the distance, dust rising, and a man who refuses to let the past stay buried. Will love be strong enough to stand its ground, or will everything they built collapse in a single moment? Stay with me, because this story is not just about love. It is about the choice that decides who you become when everything you fear finally finds you. Before we dive into the incredible story, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you never miss our powerful, life-changing content. Thank you for listening to this heartfelt story. If it moved you, share it, comments below, and let someone know you are never alone. I remember the first message. Short, misplaced, meant for someone else. Yet it found me, out here on the frontier, wind carving the land into rough prayers, silence stretching wider than the horizon. I stared at the screen, heartbeat uneven, as if the world shifted 1 inch. Sorry, wrong number. Type. Then waited, and somehow, we kept speaking. Days turned into rhythm. Morning light with her words. Evening shadows with her laughter. Olivia. Her name felt soft, like rain after months of dust. I told her about the land, the cracked earth beneath my boots, the weight of past mistakes pressing into every step. She told me about hope, about small kindness, about believing a person can begin again. Her voice lived in my mind, warm, steady, patient. Then one day, silence, no message, no light, no Olivia. The world felt louder and emptier. I walked through the market town, boots heavy, air sharp with smoke and iron. And, moment, a sudden stillness. My breath caught. Across the street, figure paused, eyes searching, just like mine. The noise faded. Every sound pulled away. Only the wind remained, and the sound of my pulse. She looked exactly how her words felt. Gentle, strong, real. Shock settled deep in my chest, warm and aching, as if every mile, every word, every quiet confession had led to this single fragile second. I stepped forward, hands unsteady, heart open, and in her eyes, I saw it, the same recognition, the same quiet need, as the world slowly rushed back around us, and the same quiet need, as the world slowly rushed back around us. Voices returned, sharp, crowded, horses shifting, dust rising in restless spirals. Yet she remained still, anchored, as if one step closer might break the fragile truth between us. I felt the past stir, every mistake, every sleepless night beneath a cold sky, pressing against my ribs, warning me. I moved anyway, one step, then another, each breath tight, each second stretching thin, until I stood before her, close enough to see the tremble in her fingers, close enough to feel the warmth she carried. Olivia. Her name left my lips slowly, like something sacred. She exhaled, soft and steady, as if she had been holding that breath for days. You came. The words brushed against me, gentle, full, yet beneath them, quiet ache. I saw it then, the weariness in her eyes, the kind that comes from carrying too much alone, the same weight I knew too well. A sudden sound cracked through the air, a cart tipping, wood striking stone, people shouting. The moment fractured, sharp, jarring. My senses sharpened, every detail vivid, the scent of dust and iron, the heat of the sun against my neck, her hand brushing mine, brief, electric. She flinched, not from fear, but from memory. I recognized it, that instinct to brace, to expect pain before it arrives. I reached for her, low, careful. Giving her time to pull away. She stayed. Her fingers curled into mine. Hesitant, then certain. And something inside me shifted. Not sudden, but deep. Like earth settling after a storm. I thought I lost you. Her voice broke slightly. Honest. Unguarded. I shook my head. No. The word carried more than sound. A promise forming. Fragile yet fierce. Around us. The town surged again. Life pressing forward. But within that small space. Between her hand and mine. Time softened. Bent. Became something we could almost hold. Her grip tightened. As if testing reality. As if making sure I remained. And I felt it. The quiet beginning of something stronger than distance. Stronger than regret. Something asking to be built. Carefully. Patiently. From everything we had been. And everything we still feared to become. She stepped closer. Close enough for me to feel her breath. Warm against the edge of my collar. And in that closeness, another realization settled. Heavy. Unavoidable. Whatever found us here. Whatever stitched two strangers together across empty miles. Had only just begun to ask its price. A shadow crossed her face. Brief, but deep. Like a memory rising too fast. I felt it before she spoke. That shift in the air. That quiet warning beneath tenderness. My brother is here. The words landed softly, yet struck hard. I followed her gaze. A man near the far end of the street. Still, watching. His presence cut through the noise. Sharp as winter wind. My chest tightened. Not from fear, but from knowing. The past always finds a way back. Olivia's fingers trembled in mine. Not pulling away. Yet no longer steady. He believes I owe him everything. Her voice thinned. Fragile, yet holding. I left to breathe. To become more than what he decided I was. The wind rose suddenly. Lifting dust into our eyes. Blink. Vision blurring. Heart pounding harder. The man stepped forward. Low. Deliberate. Each footfall echoing in my chest. I felt the weight of my own history stir again. Old guilt. Old failure. Urging silence. Urging retreat. But her hand tightened. Quiet plea. Or maybe a quiet trust. I turned back to her. Saw the courage trembling behind her fear. And something in me refused to step back. Not now. Not when she stood here. Choosing to stay. I am here. The words came low. Steady. More certain than anything I had spoken in years. Her eyes lifted. Searching mine. As if measuring truth. As if deciding whether to lean into it. The distance between us vanished. Not in space, but in resolve. The man's shadow stretched toward us. Long. Reaching. Like the past itself trying to reclaim what had slipped away. Voices dimmed again. The world narrowing. Every sense sharpening to a single point. His approach. Her breath. Our joined hands. A cartwheel creaked nearby. Loud. Startling. Olivia flinched closer. Her shoulder brushing my chest. And in that small contact, felt it. Not fear alone, but trust being placed. Carefully. Deliberately. Into something unproven. The man stopped a few steps away. Close enough now. His eyes hard. Unreadable. Yet beneath that hardness, something else moved. Something restless. Unresolved. Olivia drew in a breath. Low. Shaking. And I felt her fingers press deeper into mine. As if gathering strength. As if preparing to speak something that could not be taken back. The air thickened. Every second stretching wider. Waiting. For what would break first. Past. Or us. Her brother's gaze shifted. From her. Me. Measuring. Weighing. Deciding. Silence pressed in. Unforgiving. Olivia stepped forward. One small step. Yet it felt immense. Like crossing a line drawn long ago. I am not coming back. Her voice trembled. Yet held. Every word placed with care. like something built from years of quiet resistance. The man's jaw tightened, a flicker of something sharp, then gone. You always were stubborn. His tone carried rough edges, worn by time, but beneath it, fatigue, deep, buried. The wind eased, as if listening. I felt Olivia shift beside me, her hand still in mine, warmer now, steadier. I learned to survive, he said, tough, firm. His eyes changed then, just slightly, the hardness thinning, revealing something human, something tired. A long pause stretched, filled with unspoken history, with nights neither of them ever named. A distant door slammed, the sound echoing through the street, sharp enough to make my pulse jump. I stayed where I stood, though every instinct urged movement. This moment belonged to her, and the strength she carried. The man exhaled, low, heavy, as if setting something down. You left without a word. Not anger, not quite. More like a wound spoken aloud. Olivia's grip tightened again. I had no words left then. Fragile truth. Honest. The space between them shifted. Not healed, but no longer breaking. Felt it. Like ground softening after long frost. Her brother looked away briefly, toward the open road. Endless. Uncertain. Then back to her. Thus, to the choice standing before him. I came to bring you back, he said, quieter now. But I see something else found you first. His eyes rested on our hands, not with anger, but something closer to understanding, or maybe surrender. The tension eased just enough to breathe, yet something still lingered, unresolved, waiting. Olivia leaned slightly into me. Not hiding, not retreating, just standing, present. Her brother stepped back, one step, then another, distance returning slowly, like a tide pulling away. I cannot promise I understand, he added, but I see you are not lost anymore. The words settled between us, gentle, unexpected. Olivia's breath shook, relief and ache entwined. I was never lost, she whispered, just searching. He nodded once, quiet acceptance, unfinished, yet real. Then he turned, walking into the drifting light, until the crowd swallowed him, and the street returned, alive again, loud, ordinary. Yet nothing felt ordinary. Her hand remained in mine, fingers intertwined. No hesitation now, only warmth, only presence. I looked at her, truly looked, and saw both strength and softness, pain and hope, woven together, like something unbreakable. She met my gaze, a faint smile forming, tired, yet full. And in that moment, with the past still echoing behind us, and the future wide, uncertain, waiting, I felt the quiet weight of what came next. Not fear, not doubt, but the beginning of a choice. One we would have to make, again and again, as the wind shifted once more, carrying with it a distant sound, low, rolling, like something approaching from beyond the hills, something not yet seen, but already felt, deep in the bones, asking us, without mercy, how far we were willing to go. The sound grew, low and steady, like thunder dragging itself across dry land. Olivia turned toward the hills, eyes narrowing, searching. A line of dust lifted in the distance, thin at first, then widening, alive. My chest tightened, instinct rising fast. Riders, moving hard, too fast for travelers, too deliberate for chance. The air changed, the warning, around us. The town had not noticed yet. Laughter still spilling from the saloon. Metal clinking at the forge. Ordinary life. Fragile. Unaware. Olivia's hand pressed into mine. Strong now. No tremble. They are not passing through, she said. Quiet. Certain. I felt the truth settle heavy. Every step I had taken to outrun my past. Every mile I believed placed distance between me and trouble, folded back into this moment. The riders drew closer, shapes forming, hats low, posture rigid, purpose clear. A sharp crack split the air. Gunfire, distant, but real. The town froze, sound collapsing into silence, then breaking apart. Panic, movement. A horse reared nearby, its cry cutting through everything. Olivia flinched, but held her ground. I stepped in front of her, not thinking, only knowing. Dust hit my face, grit against my teeth, heart hammering. The riders entered the edge of town, fast, unyielding. One of them turned, and in that brief second, I saw his face. Recognition struck, hard, sudden, like a blow to the chest. My breath caught. The past had not followed me. It had arrived before me, waiting, patient, certain. Olivia's voice reached me, faint, urgent. Daniel. I turned slightly, enough to see her. Fear there, but something stronger beneath it. Trust, unshaken. The riders spread out, cutting paths through the street, closing space, trapping. Second shot rang, closer. Splintering wood nearby. People scattered, doors slamming, feet pounding, chaos unfolding. Yet within it, a strange clarity formed. Every sound sharpened, every movement slowed. Olivia's hand found mine again, fingers locking tight, not seeking shelter, but standing with me. The man I recognized swung down from his horse, boots hitting ground with final weight. His gaze fixed on me, cold, certain. You chose a poor place to start over, he called, voice carrying easily through the noise. I felt the old weight press in, guilt, unfinished things. But something else rose with it, steadier, stronger. I stepped forward, just enough, keeping Olivia close behind. The distance between us narrowed, danger thick in the air, alive, waiting. And in that charged space, with the town trembling around us, and the past standing in front of me, I felt Olivia's grip tighten once more, as if anchoring me, as if reminding me that whatever came next, I was no longer standing alone. Felt her hand, steady, unwavering, and something inside me settled. Not the past, never the past, but the way I chose to face it. The man stepped closer, dust curling around his boots. He's fixed, expecting fear, expecting the man I used to be. I met his gaze, fully, no retreat, no silence. Enough. My voice carried, firm, clear, not loud, yet it reached, through the noise, through the tension, even through the years behind us. Pause followed, thin, fragile, like the world holding its breath. Olivia moved beside me, not behind, beside, her presence warm, grounding, real. We do not belong to what hurt us, she said, tough, but unbreakable. The words settled deeper than any threat. The riders shifted, uncertain now, their force loosening. The man's expression changed, slightly, cracks forming where certainty once lived. You think you can walk away clean, he said, but the edge had dulled. I shook my head. No one walks away clean. Truth, simple, heavy, but a person can choose what they carry forward. Silence again. Longer this time. The wind moved through the street, lifting dust, cooling heat, as if the land itself listened. The man looked at me, then at Olivia, then at the town, alive, watching, waiting. Something in him shifted, low, reluctant, yet real. He stepped back, one step, then another. The tension broke, not in violence, but in release. Like a storm that chose to pass, the riders turned, one by one, dust rising as they left, until the horizon swallowed them whole. Sound returned, soft at first, then growing, life continuing, as it always does. I exhaled, long, deep, as if breathing for the first time. Olivia's fingers loosened, yet remained, woven with mine. I looked at her, and saw more than the woman from the messages. I saw courage, kindness, a soul that chose love even after pain. And I understood. Love was never escape. It was strength, the kind that asks a person to stand, face, change. We walked forward, together, into a future still uncertain, yet no longer frightening, because it was shared. And in that quiet step, a simple truth remained. Person is shaped by the past, but defined by the courage to choose love. When fear feels easier,